Hi, I'm Lachie Stewart, a sheep producer in the southeast near Keilira, Kingston southeast. So we had 350 mils of rain in 2024, a particularly late start and very hard going. And I found if it wasn't for 1 week in probably October, we would have been in real strife. What I learned last year, I learned the value of making decisions early and sticking with them. We destocked early. We probably sold more sheep than we would have liked, but in hindsight it was the right number. I also learnt the hard way not to sell your surplus supplementary feed such as hay. I sold about 400 bales of hay and wished I had them back again. And the other thing I've learnt from 2024 is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't have a tough year in 2025. So it felt like 2024 was almost a warm-up for 2025, but we're here now.
So how does this compare to 2006-07 for you?
2006-07 was early on in my farming lifetime, and we maxed ourselves out with an overdraft. We had borrowed more money and were overstocked. And I suppose you fast forward 18 years and I think you get an inkling, and my feeling is that the seasons seem to be more fickle than they used to be, springs and autumns.
Yep. So what would you tell yourself back in 2006-07 when you had that dry as a young farmer or early starting out?
I was lucky. I had, at the time, I had my father still involved with the business, and I had been done a farm management diploma. So I had perhaps the education to help assist with decision making. What would I tell myself? History has a habit of repeating. Every good year, it seems to be there's something around the corner.
Yeah.
So Danielle's asked me the question, and I've realised that 2005, 6, 7 was not as challenging as I've found 2024, 25. And it would be the extremes of perhaps wet in 2023 and then a poor spring, and then 2024 having just, it refused to rain, and then it got very cold and nothing would grow. And my memories of 2005, 6, 7 was, I felt like we had a bit more a spring. I think we had a bit more in reserve, where we haven't had the reserve this time. Yeah, and it's been tough. Yeah. Well, I'm still in the game.
Yeah.
And experience helps, and I've always trusted my gut feel. I'm probably not quite as good with the numbers, but I get a bit of a feeling that something's not going to work.